Hey there, science fans, ready for an adventure? Today, we're diving into a world where gravity is just a suggestion and the sky is no longer the limit. Imagine a life where floating is the new walking and the air is our playground. Intrigued? Let's get started. Picture this, you wake up in the morning, stretch your arms, and instead of putting on your shoes, you just float effortlessly out of bed. No more stumbling around half asleep, just a gentle rise into your day. You glide to the kitchen, your feet never touching the ground, and make your morning coffee while hovering a few inches above the floor. Sounds like a dream, right? What if we could all float like astronauts in space, defying gravity with every step, or should I say every float? Astronauts experience this incredible sensation aboard the International Space Station, where they float freely, moving effortlessly from one place to another. Imagine bringing that experience down to Earth, where everyone could enjoy the freedom of zero gravity. It sounds like something out of a comic book, doesn't it? But think about how cool it would be. You could read your favorite comic book while floating in midair, or have conversations with friends as you all hover around discussing the latest exciting news. The possibilities are endless and incredibly exciting. Imagine a world with no more traffic jams, no more crowded subways, and no more waiting for elevators. Instead, we would have smooth sailing through the air everywhere we go. You could fly over the cityscape, taking in the breathtaking views from above, and get to your destination in no time. The daily commute would become a thing of the past, replaced by a serene and efficient journey through the skies. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wouldn't we bump into each other all the time? That's a great question. With everyone floating around, it could get a bit chaotic. But don't worry, we've got that covered. Just like we have traffic rules for cars and pedestrians, we would need some rules for floating too. Imagine special air lanes like roads in the sky to guide us and keep things organized. People would follow guidelines to ensure smooth and safe floating, avoiding collisions and maintaining order in the air. Perhaps we could even have aerial highways, designated paths in the sky for different speeds and directions, much like the lanes on a freeway. In a futuristic city, we might see flying vehicles zipping through these aerial highways, seamlessly integrating with floating pedestrians. The sky would become a bustling network of movement, with everyone navigating their way through this new dimension of travel. And think about the recreational possibilities. Parks and outdoor spaces would be transformed. Kids could play games in mid-air. Families could have picnics while floating above the ground, and outdoor activities would take on a whole new level of fun and excitement. The world would become our playground with endless opportunities for adventure and exploration. Of course, making this floating dream a reality would require some serious scientific breakthroughs and technological advancements. Scientists and engineers would need to work together to develop the technology that allows us to defy gravity safely and efficiently. It would be a monumental task, but with the right innovation and creativity, who knows what we could achieve. We might see the development of personal anti-gravity devices, wearable technology that lets us control our floating abilities. Imagine a world where you can adjust your altitude with a simple gesture, or where holographic interfaces help you navigate through the air. The future of floating could be filled with incredible gadgets and tools that enhance our daily lives. Ultimately, the idea of floating through life is more than just a whimsical fantasy. It's a vision of a future where we embrace new ways of living and moving, where we find joy in the freedom of the skies, and where we come together as a community to explore the endless possibilities of this new frontier. So, science fans, keep dreaming big and imagining the impossible. Who knows, one day we might all be floating up, up and away. Think about it. No more cars, buses or trains clogging the streets. Imagine a world where the hustle and bustle of daily commutes is a thing of the past. No more waiting at crowded bus stops or squeezing into packed train cars. The streets are empty, serene and quiet. You could just float to school or work. Imagine zooming past skyscrapers, gliding effortlessly through the air. The cityscape below you a blur of lights and colors as you make your way to your destination. No traffic jams, no delays, just a smooth, uninterrupted journey. Feeling the wind in your hair, so refreshing. The sensation of freedom, the exhilaration of soaring above the ground with the wind rushing past you. It's not just a mode of transport, it's an experience, a daily adventure that makes every trip exciting. We might even have special floating vehicles. Picture tiny one-person airships designed for personal travel. Sleek, efficient, and eco-friendly, these airships could revolutionize the way we move around. No more fossil fuels, no more pollution, just clean green travel. Kind of like flying scooters, but cooler. These futuristic vehicles could be equipped with the latest technology, making them not only practical but also incredibly fun to use. Imagine the thrill of riding a flying scooter, zipping through the sky with ease and style. And it's not just for individuals. Families and friends could float together, turning commutes into social experiences. Imagine floating to a picnic in the park, or meeting friends for a floating coffee break. The possibilities are endless, and the future of travel is looking bright. Everything would be different, from playing basketball to building houses. Construction workers could just float up with bricks, basketball players could dunk like never before. Think about playgrounds with floating swings and slides that take you way up high. Of course, there would be challenges, no doubt about it. Every new venture comes with its own set of hurdles, whether it's a new technology, a groundbreaking idea, or a shift in the way we live our lives. Challenges are inevitable. But it's these very challenges that push us to innovate, to think outside the box, and to come up with solutions that we never thought possible. It's a journey of discovery, filled with moments of confusion, frustration, and ultimately, triumph. We'd need new ways to stay safe, like special flotation devices for everyone, ensuring safety. Imagine a world where everyone has access to personalized safety gear designed to keep them afloat and secure. These devices would be lightweight, easy to use, and incredibly effective. They'd be a game changer, allowing us to explore new environments and take on new challenges with confidence. From life jackets to advanced flotation devices, the possibilities are endless. Safety would no longer be a concern, but a given. And imagine trying to play catch with a dog in mid-air. It would be a whole new level of fun and excitement. Dogs would have to learn new tricks, adapting to the new dynamics of a floating world. It would be a sight to behold, watching them leap and bound through the air, chasing after frisbees and balls. The bond between humans and their furry friends would grow even stronger as they navigate this new reality together. Playtime would never be the same again. But hey, every new invention has its kinks, right? We adapt. The process of innovation is never smooth. It's filled with trial and error, with moments of doubt and uncertainty. But it's also filled with moments of brilliance, of breakthroughs that change the game. We tinker, we experiment, we learn from our mistakes. And in the end, we come up with solutions that are better than we ever imagined. It's a testament to the power of human ingenuity and perseverance. We figured out cars, we can figure out floating too. Just like we mastered the art of driving, we can master the art of floating. It might take time and there will be bumps along the way, but we'll get there. We'll develop new skills, new techniques and new technologies that make floating a part of our everyday lives. And just like driving, it will become second nature to us. We'll look back and wonder how we ever lived without it. It's all about using our brains and working together as a team. Collaboration is key. When we come together, we can achieve amazing things. We bring different perspectives, different skills, and different ideas to the table. And when we combine them, we create something truly extraordinary. It's a reminder that we're stronger together, that our collective intelligence and creativity can overcome any challenge. So let's keep brainstorming, keep collaborating, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Keep those imaginations soaring high, science fans. The future is in your hands. Your creativity, your curiosity, and your passion for discovery are what will drive us forward. So dream big, think outside the box, and never stop exploring. The world is full of possibilities, and it's up to you to make them a reality. Whether it's floating, flying, or something we haven't even imagined yet, the sky's the limit. So let's keep reaching for the stars and see where our imaginations take us. Let's dive into the technology that would make floating possible. Imagine advanced anti-gravity devices powered by renewable energy sources. These devices would be lightweight, efficient, and safe for everyday use. Engineers and scientists would work together to create a seamless floating experience for everyone. Think of these anti-gravity devices as the heart of our floating world. They'd be designed to be user-friendly, with intuitive controls that anyone could master. Whether you're a child or an elder, floating would be as simple as pressing a button. And with renewable energy at the core, these devices wouldn't just be convenient, they'd be sustainable too. Picture solar panels embedded into these devices, harnessing the power of the sun to keep you afloat, or perhaps wind turbines capturing the energy of the breeze as you glide through the air. The possibilities are endless, and the impact on our environment would be minimal. No more fossil fuels, no more pollution, just clean green floating. But the technology wouldn't stop there. Engineers would also develop advanced navigation systems, ensuring that everyone can float safely and efficiently. Imagine a world where you can plot your course with pinpoint accuracy, avoiding obstacles and reaching your destination with ease. These systems would be constantly updated, using real-time data to keep you informed and on track. And let's not forget about communication. In a floating world, staying connected would be more important than ever. Engineers would create innovative ways for us to stay in touch, whether through advanced wireless networks or cutting-edge communication devices. We'd be able to chat, share, and collaborate with ease, no matter where we are in the sky. So, as we look to the future, let's remember the incredible technology that will make it all possible. From anti-gravity devices to renewable energy, from navigation systems to communication networks, the future of floating is bright. And with the power of human ingenuity, there's no limit to what we can achieve. So keep dreaming, keep innovating, and let's see where our imaginations take us next. Floating would change our society in unimaginable ways. Cities would be designed with vertical spaces in mind, creating floating parks and sky-high shopping centers. Imagine lush green spaces high above the ground where you could relax and enjoy breathtaking views. Public transportation would evolve into a network of floating pods, making commuting faster and more enjoyable. Instead of sitting in traffic, you'd glide effortlessly through the air, reaching your destination in no time. The way we interact with our environment would be transformed forever. Picture floating markets, where vendors sell their goods from mid-air stalls, or floating theaters where you can watch performances against the backdrop of the sky. Schools, offices, and homes would all adapt to this new vertical dimension, creating a dynamic, multi-layered urban landscape. The social implications are profound as well. Communities would become more interconnected as the barriers of distance and terrain disappear. People would have more freedom to explore and connect, fostering a sense of unity and collaboration. And with the increased efficiency of floating transportation, we'd have more time for leisure and personal pursuits, enhancing our overall quality of life. In this floating world, innovation would thrive. Architects, urban planners, and designers would be inspired to create new structures and spaces that take full advantage of our newfound ability to float. The sky would no longer be the limit. It would be our playground, our workspace, and our home. As we imagine this floating society, let's embrace the endless possibilities it offers. With creativity and determination, we can build a future where floating is not just a dream, but a reality that enhances every aspect of our lives. So let's keep dreaming, keep innovating, and see where our imaginations take us next. But what about the environment? The advent of floating technology could have a significant positive impact on our planet. Imagine a world with fewer roads and cars, leading to reduced pollution and more green spaces. The air would be cleaner and our cities would be quieter, with the hum of engines replaced by the gentle whoosh of floating pods. However, this new technology must be sustainable and eco-friendly. We need to ensure that our floating infrastructure doesn't harm the environment. Renewable energy sources like solar and wind power could be integrated into floating platforms, making them self-sufficient and reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. It's a delicate balance, but with careful planning and innovation, we can make it work. By prioritizing sustainability, we can create a floating world that not only improves our quality of life, but also protects the planet for future generations. So, as we look to the skies and dream of floating cities and airborne transportation, let's remember to tread lightly and responsibly. Together, we can build a future that soars above the ground while staying grounded in our commitment to the environment. Of course, there would be challenges. How do we ensure everyone's safety while floating? What about privacy concerns in a world where everyone can see each other from above? These are important questions that we would need to address, but with innovation and collaboration, we can find solutions to these challenges. For instance, ensuring safety could involve advanced navigation systems, collision avoidance technology, and strict regulations. Privacy concerns might be mitigated through innovative designs that provide personal space and concealment options even in a transparent sky. Moreover, the transition to a floating society would require significant infrastructure changes and public acceptance. Education and awareness campaigns could help people adapt to this new way of living, highlighting the benefits and addressing the apprehensions. In the end, the key to overcoming these challenges lies in our collective effort. By working together, we can create a floating future that is safe, private, and inclusive for everyone. So, as we dream of floating cities and airborne transportation, let's also dream of the solutions that will make this vision a reality. Together, we can rise to new heights, navigating the skies with the same care and consideration we give to the ground beneath our feet. The future of floating is bright and full of possibilities. Imagine a world where floating is as common as walking, where people of all ages and abilities can experience the joy of weightlessness. It's a future that we can create together, using our creativity and ingenuity. So keep dreaming, science fans, and who knows, one day we might all be floating. The advancements we make today will pave the way for a tomorrow where floating isn't just a dream, but a reality for everyone. Think of the elderly who can regain the freedom of movement they once had, or children who can play in 3 dimensions, exploring the world in ways we can only imagine. As we continue to innovate, we'll find ways to make floating accessible, affordable, and sustainable. The sky will no longer be the limit, but a playground, a workplace, and a new frontier for human experience. So whether you're a scientist, an engineer, or just someone who loves to dream, remember that the future of floating is in our hands. Together, we can turn the sky into a new canvas for human potential. Keep dreaming, keep innovating, and one day we might all be floating.